focus? Like, what's the idea here? We already have a bunch of information.
No more weekly emails.
Listen, agree, but I feel like there's some advanced stats that our coaches may not know. So do find examples, proven goal, one per week, for example, but we all get on the same page.
That'd be great, I guess, but just do us a favor, alright? Tag one of your other emails in so we can eliminate one or two changes as we sit.
That actually sounds pretty smart.
Rarely see that happen in big calls.
It's not like you're getting horrible anyway.
3 rebounds in 4 games. Last week, 2 rebounds.
Yeah, I don't miss anyway, so. He's so arrogant. I wonder if he can fight with your back. I'd love to see you try.
I might get myself into.
Where else? Only for work. But I'd like to go. I'd like to see. Yeah, get us a good place.
Like go on a big trip after the season. Like Japan or Australia. Yeah,
Tough game tonight. Lock in.
What's up, MP?
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. A moment now to check out some numbers for Isaiah Joe.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
So the net starting 5. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Hodges. Then it's Thomas. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And for the Lakers, on the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Simmons is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Connect in at the small forward. Greg, we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. And this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Simmons against Hodges. Lets it go from deep. And it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Simmons.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. Simmons pulls it in. Now Vanderbilt. Stolen away. And there's the drive. Hodges misses. Pass to Davis. He drains the quick shot.
And over the course of his career, Davis has become a much better shooter.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going. It's a 5-point game. It's Thomas on the wing. Hodges against Simmons. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the bucket.
That mid-range is where Thomas may be his most effective and confident.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And here is Johnson following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Pass to Hodges. Puts up a three. Hits the three-point bomb. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Simmons against Hodges. Pulls up on the elbow. Simmons can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And good that time. Simmons got 5 points so far.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Here is Hodges. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Thomas. Launches a three. A rebound by the Lakers. And I'm here to tell you, it's been a victory march for them. What a stretch. 23 straight wins and still counting.
What's striking to me about this incredible streak is that in the course of a season, you might have an injury, you might have a bad shooting night, maybe your defensive game plan wasn't strong at the outset, and yet they grind night after night, come up with different ways to win. The commitment it takes to be on this kind of run is something else.
Clock at 6. Pass to Finney-Smith. And the Nets miss again.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Here's Simmons up and in on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here is Hodges. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Hodges. Now Finney-Smith. Johnson, the pass to Finney-Smith. Here is Hodges, guarded by Simmons. And again, it's the Nets missing. Lakers leading by 9. Davis with it. Over Finney-Smith. And it's Davis missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Hodges. Rebound the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Simmons passes to Reeves. And here is Davis. Over Finney-Smith. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Reeves. And it's 7 points for Davis. We've got 1:08 left in the first. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. So for the Nets, Conley's checked in, and it's Whitehead in for Cameron Thomas. Jones, he's checked in for the Lakers. Simmons comes in for Austin Reeves. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Now, Joe. He has 5. Down low. Here's Daniels. We've got Herbert Jones. Simmons is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Bassey in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Hands it from downtown.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And so Whitehead will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Cowboy in that last game against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He scored 54 points and he got lots of great looks. He's shooting it at a high clip. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Inside, here's Roddy. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Roddy's got 5 now.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Hauser, still without a basket. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Los Angeles, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brooklyn with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Clowney. Here's Hauser. Buries it from three-point range. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. You take a look at the Clippers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they've fulfilled expectations and then some. Riding high down the back 9 now, looking invincible.
Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
It's the Nets now, following the 3 by the Lakers. Here's Thomas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing. Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously, the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play make for his teammates.
And both free throws good for Thomas. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. Simmons left side. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here is Hodges. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Hodges against Simmons. Pass to Vanderbilt. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The Lakers rebound, and the shot goes in. Davis has got 9 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Reeves against Thomas. And then Thomas with the dunk.
Well, you love the strong finish by Cam Thomas. So good when he's getting to his game with assertiveness.
And it's Simmons penetrating. The teardrop falls in. Simmons got 7 points here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Elbow shot is on the way. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Fires for 3. Simmons missing again. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
And changing it up, my favorite segment. Social media posts. A question here from... And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And there's Hodges, and it's Thomas in at the 2 spot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Simmons. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 9. Can't connect from 13 feet out. To the middle, here's Reeves, and he goes in for the dunk.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here is Hodges. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here is Hodges. Shoots a 3. The shot will not fall.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
2 points. That one goes. 23 points for Cowboy.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Now Finney-Smith. Johnson outside. 20 feet out. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Simmons against Hodges. Davis with a screen on Johnson. Here's Connect. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
And he knocks down the first one. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And here's Simmons for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Thomas. Second shot opportunity. Claxton no good. Lakers leading by 23. Connect with a wide open look. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. 9 points for Dalton Connect.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Simmons against Hodges. Pass to Finney-Smith. From deep, Thomas knocks down the 3 ball. Thomas got 12 points in the game.
Well, the absolute response from 3 by Cam Thomas.
No good from Simmons. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Driving to the basket. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And a new group in for the Nets. Brownies check.
MP, you're up. Close this thing out.
Pass to Joe, to the inside, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. D'Angelo Russell out there with Simmons. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the Nets with possession here after the miss from Simmons. Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the Lakers call time here. And the Lakers making a change here. Christie's checked in. Thomas checked in for Brooklyn. Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Simmons. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
That's good from Simmons.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
It's Thomas outside. Rebound the Lakers. Bassey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. Simmons got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Thomas, no luck.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Pass to Christie. Here's Bassey. Outside Russell. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
The Lakers making a switch here. Waters is checked in. Here is Hodges. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Johnson kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Thomas. Over Simmons. And that time, also a missed shot. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Christie the pass to Simmons. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. Simmons got 33 points.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Now here's Thomas. The 3. And the Nets miss again.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Thomas against Simmons. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. The rebound by Johnson.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Thomas, no good.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Here's Simmons. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
Here is Hodges. Claxton the pass to Johnson. Outside for Thomas. Will it go? Drills the 3-pointer.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here
for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight will make it 46.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cowboy.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Now, here's Johnson. After the miss from Simmons. Finney Smith finds Thomas. They get it back. Fires the three. It's not going to go for him.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Simmons. And again.
And he's having himself a night, scoring with reckless abandon.
And he's nearing third place in career 40-point games.
Closing in on the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, who was able to reach that mark 122 times over the course of this storied career.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for...
MP got the job done tonight, as usual.